What's going on, fellow ghosts, gamerheads, anime nerds, and renegades? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Raven37 Actual, aka Raven37 Active Food. That's 2 zeros, not those, aka Mr. Old Miles in the chat, aka Raven. And today, I'm back, and I'm excited. You see the head, man. You see the smile, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little bit more anxious than excited because today I plan on reviewing. I'm gonna call it 2.5 songs, reacting to 2.5 songs that are really important to me. And as renegades, I know the first song will be really important to a lot of you guys. And so those of you who tuned in just for the Ren stuff, I could totally appreciate that. If you choose to stick around after that, I'd be greatly appreciative. Just for you taking into consideration to hear out these little pieces of me that I'm offering up to the community that we building here. We are currently 410 subs strong, and we just keep going, man. And I'm just every day I'm just amazed at the support and the amazing comments, all the exposition. Shout out to Perfect Kismet, Dust Costia, Pat Driver, just names that I can think of off the top of my head. There's so many more. I'm definitely gonna start having to get more organized with this stuff because I'm talking to you guys every single day, and I'm just really enjoying all of the interaction, all of the engagement. It's super enlightening for me and super fulfilling when I get to make these videos and you guys experience them, and then we talk about the great music that we like. So definitely, people who are asking me, do I take music recommendations, especially related to Ren, and even if there's an artist that's similar to Ren that you think I may enjoy, definitely drop it in the comments. I will do my best to try to give it a genuine look on stream, and we can try to continue to grow this community into just a bunch of renegades who enjoy good music. I've heard from some viewers that they feel like they may not fit in certain crowds. I want this to be the crowd that everyone is here feels like they belong to, because that's definitely the energy that I got from all the renegades that I've interacted with, whether it's been on somebody else's reaction or on a Ren video or on my own reactions. The community has just been a wave of positivity, and that's something I want to keep in my life. And so I'm willing to do what I need to try to keep the community as positive and as inclusive as possible. We want good music. It don't matter what kind. Good music. So with that being said, thank you guys for listening to me yapping. Today's first video we have by Ren, and it's a rap song by Ren, which is, we do cover rap on the channel. It's not like it's unfamiliar, but for the most part, for the last little bit, we've been doing a lot of vocal artistry. But today we're going to explore some of Ren's lyricism in a song that I think has a really, really positive message, and that song is Power. So without further ado, we're going to dive into it. I have heard this song before. I've never seen the video, but I was told by a commenter that I should go ahead and react to songs that I've even heard before, just so people could see and react with me. So that's what we're going to do. So without further ado, here we go.
Get it? Power. These kids don't play my shit, I never had a top 10. Maybe it's cause I sing about violence and depression. They say don't blame these kids, just focus on yourself, friend. Well, if they don't like what I'm doing now, then fuck them. Don't trip, I up the ante, learning licks like John Frusciante, smoking spliffs and popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Woo! Rock and roll in my soul, bumping that King Cole on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow. But life went sweet at home, mama dad took.
So yeah, just to shout out the first part of what he said in the song, you know what I'm saying? He said, these kids don't play my shit, I never had a top 10. And he said maybe that's because I sing about violence and depression. And that hit so hard. That is a true ass bar. Because don't nobody really get radio spins that play that talks about real life issues. You got to be talking about your boats and your house and your cars and your partners of the opposite sex and how many you have and all that stuff to make a hit song today, which is why I have such a contentious relationship with music nowadays. But that is with Ren being an exception. He definitely has a message with everything he says, and I definitely appreciate his message, and I appreciate you guys. We're gonna go back to my boy be snapping.
Well, if they don't like what I'm doing now, then fuck them. Don't trip, I up the ante, learning licks like John Pashanti, smoking spliffs and popping candy, idolizing Sid and Nancy. Woo! Rock and roll in my soul, bumping that King Cole on the dole, fish and chips and games consoles, council house and violent flow. But life weren't sweet at home. Mum and dad took a trip and they split shalom. What will be, but me, I hate to see my mum alone. Late night crying, get so high to try to silence sounds of fighting. Through the walls I heard love dying, so I focused on my... That's what it was. I focused on my... Now let's go back.
We gonna go back, but I just wanted to point out, yeah, that's, again, his bars, they talk to us as adults. They talk to us, our little kid selves inside of us, because, you know, they talk to, his bars, for me, like, go beyond just, like, words on a paper. They're, like, emotions put into a rhyming pattern, but it's also a message to every person that the way that they feel is okay. It doesn't matter how they feel. It's just whatever you feel, however you feel, it's okay. Like, definitely with the messaging of this song being power, and him talking about when he was a child and hearing his parents fighting. I'm sure a lot of us have experienced, you know, the difficulties of our parents deciding not to be together no more. I've dealt with it as a child, dealt with it as an adult. So yeah, it can definitely be for a formative experience, especially when you're in your younger years. So to hear him talk about it in a rap song and elucidate as to why he became the artist that he became, because he had to silence the sounds of fighting from through the walls, and his mom was crying, and so he had to focus on his strength, his power, I'm assuming, which was music. And, you know, I'm not gonna say I'm thankful for that, because that's a horrible thing to be thankful for, but I'm thankful that he had the the resolution, and also I don't want to say, like, I don't want to use the word power, but he had the strength to focus inwardly and continue improving himself, even though the situation outwardly may not have been ideal. It shows a true stalwartness, I guess you could call it. But yeah, much respect to Ren. Sorry for the rant, but gotta make it transformative. Y'all already know.
That's what it was. I focused on my... Now let's go back. Let's go back. These kids don't play my shit, I never had a gold plaque. My style is old school, but I swear this ain't a throwback. I put my visions into rhythms on a dope track. To understand the place I'm coming from, let's go back. When I was 16, I was a sick teen, I was a victim of my head. I was just 16, up in the kitchen, racking up lines till my nose bled. 16, in an affliction, in an addiction with my dread. I was just 16, I was quite sick then, I was a prick then, I was a pleb, but fuck it, we're all misguided individuals, life can suck it. My cup ain't half full, man, I'm filling up the whole bucket. I'll drink my tears so I can drown my sorrow, sing like I might die tomorrow, live note for note, I go for broke on every single song I wrote, and every single song I write brings freedom to my weary mind, a healing that you'll only find inside an intricate design of kicks and snares and fat bass lines. I flip the script until I find my... It is what it is. I focus on my... Now run the track, run the track. Get it?
Tell me that beat ain't fire, man. He be making like I don't know if he made this beat. He probably did make this beat. He's directly involved in all of the music he makes, so he probably made this beat. But that sample is dope as hell. I can't even flex it. It's the dope ass sample, and it just like that's not forced. Them vibing in the car like that. Like the song is like I play this song loud in my car when I'm driving around, and I know people don't want to hear that shit. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. So, yeah, and the message of what he's saying, you know, when he's talking about when he was 16, and you know, we all been young, dumb, and full of some, and you know, thought we was invincible and did wild shit. So, just his ability to interweave his own experiences into some really, really intricate bars is always impressive to me. And he has a really clean rap style, and that's in contrast to a lot of other rappers that I do like. Some of them are really, most of them, all of them have bars. Like that's not up for debate, but it just depends on the type of content they really talk about. But at the essence of all of the rappers that I listen to, they talk about shit that people are going through right now, or that have gone through it in their lives type shit. If they talk about that in their raps, then I probably listen to them. Like no bullshit. But we're going to finish out the song. I just had to put that little bit of introspection in there, talking about when he was 16 and, you know, doing, you know, you heard what he said, you know, stacking up lines to his nose bled and shit like that. Like, yeah, he was a wild child, you know, who come on, fellow renegades, who among us was not a wild child? Let's be real, okay? Let's just be real. Come on. I'll admit it. You can admit it too. It's a safe space here. We good. So, yeah, man, just respect to the bars, respect to the track, respect to, I don't know, is this Ren's cameraman, the dude driving the car the whole thing? Because usually he would be holding the camera because they got the camera on the dashboard. Maybe he's the one driving. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. I've never seen this video before, and I'm not sure what Ren's cameraman looks like. So I'm interested. Let me know. Here we go.
Get it? Get it? Power. Get it?
And it's the messaging of the way he's saying in the song, like, these kids don't play my shit, I never had a gold plaque. And he's also like, he's doing like the thing that people do in videos where they riding around in their cars and shit, bumping their own music, but they usually riding around in some big ass Benz with the candy paint with the spinning rims. You got women sitting on top of it and all kind of shit. This man they probably ride around town to like a Ford Focus or some shit like this. Like you could tell by the upholstery in the car, the seatbelts and shit, bro. Like they is in the car just recording the whole ass video. Like it is so anti whatever the fuck is going on in like majority of rap nowadays. Just look at me, look at my shit, look at my drip, look at my, why am I looking at you for? Like, you just loud. But nah, this, like, that in itself also is a great nod to Ren's artistry in his music, because he's always sending a message. No matter what he's doing, no matter what the stage, no matter what he's presenting to you visually, it's always sending a message. So that was a message I got from it. What did you get from him recording the video and like the, you know, like it looked like it had to be like a late 90s, early 2000s sort of, maybe 4-door hatchback sort of whip, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all thought about like how he portrayed this video, because it wasn't a one take, but that's cool because I think the production of the video made up for it, like because it told a story within the story that he was telling us with his lyrics. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Alright, so now, if you just tuned into the Ren stuff, I definitely put chapters in the video so that, you know what I'm saying, you guys can know. But now we get to the part where I'm a little bit anxious about, but I'm also excited, because I just want to go ahead and share with you guys an artist that I found. This artist before I started listening to Ren, but I definitely, like I said in the last video, I assumed it was only me, but I sensed the similarity. I sensed the similarity, not in the presentation of their music, because Ren is a very lyrical, and like even when he's rapping to a not rap song, he's very he has a cadence. He has a very, it may switch up, he may go double step, triple step, that sort of thing, but he definitely has a cadence. This next artist is more of what I would like to think of as like a flowetry style rapper. He is like poetry he writes, but it rhymes in enough places that you can call it rap. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up talking about it and just let you guys experience it. And we're going to go through this just like I did with Ren. So I got to start at the very first song that I heard of this guy. I was just scrolling on YouTube. And just so you can know, this thing was made 7 years ago. 7 long years ago. So I was listening to this I think I maybe found Ren maybe 2-3 years ago, at very most maybe 2 years. But yeah, Hobo Johnson and the Love Makers I've been listening to for quite a while. So I hope at least a couple of my fellow renegades are also Hobo Johnson fans, because we about to dive into 2 songs. The first one is really short, but it sort of demonstrates what I was talking about his sort of poetry rhyme style, and he does it playing the guitar. So this was the first song I ever heard from him. But we're gonna go ahead and dive into Hobo Johnson, February 15th. Let's get it.
The butterflies in my stomach have died. Now there's lowly caterpillars that are waiting for the night to strike, and they've been dying to escape. The pit of my stomach's a real dark fucking place. My new friends are starting to know, well, my old ones don't talk to me anymore. Max knows why my last one was my last one. Hey, guess why? It's cause my fucking actions. I'm gonna be alone forever. I'm gonna be alone forever, but I'm getting used to the thought, except late at night, so maybe I'm not. I'm gonna be alone forever. I'm gonna be alone forever, but I'm getting used to the thought, except she went to Columbia and I went to jail. I just wanted another apple when she really wanted Yale. And that is the problem where all of this lies. I'm emotionally unstable, crazy fucking guy who's gonna be alone forever. I'm gonna be alone forever, but I'm getting used to the thought, and in a couple years I really hope that this stops. I'm gonna be alone forever. I'm gonna be alone forever, but I'm getting used to the thought, and in a couple years I fucking hope that this stops.
Okay, so I couldn't find a place to pause. This is only a minute and something, 30 seconds long. But yeah, just to make it transformative. Okay, so I'm not on the pity party train or like, oh, woe is me, I'll never find love or no shit like that. But this is him directly after, like you see the name, it says Alone Forever, and then other parentheses, it says post Ash. This is right after a breakup. And I think every guy who has been in a really, really long-term relationship and like dedicated that much time and energy to one person and then it not work out, kind of get you sort of fall into that sort of line of thinking. I'll be honest with you. I mean, there are a lot of men that don't. A lot of men may feel way differently about the energy they put into other people, but I do know, me myself, I've definitely dedicated a lot of energy and mistakenly so, but dedicated a lot of energy to a person that wasn't necessarily the best fit for me, or didn't necessarily reciprocate the level of affection that I was offering. So in the end, it wouldn't work out, and then so you fall into this. Okay, I dedicated this much time, this much effort, this much energy, and it didn't work out. Damn, like I'm getting older and older. Am I gonna be alone forever? So like, I don't know. I was 31 when I first heard this song, and I was at that time I was newly separated from my ex fiance, and so yeah, that song led me down a similar way, like how we all fall down the Ren rabbit hole. It led me down the Hobo Johnson rabbit hole. And so the next song we're going to react to tonight is Hobo Johnson and the Love Makers, Peach Scone. And I wanted to react to these songs in tandem because they're directly related. You'll see why by the lyrics in the song and what he says. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce you guys to another one of my favorite rap rock bands, and that is Hobo Johnson and the Love Makers. So thank you guys for taking part in this. If you made it this far, I'm not doing the ending. I'm just saying, if you watching this, I appreciate you. If ain't nobody told you today, you the GOAT. Let's get it.
Sorry, but
Good.
oh no! What up, Bob? God, man, we're Hobo Johnson Love Makers. We're a couple kids, 5, I guess, that like to make a little bit of love, like to make a little bit of music. Look at that. That's a desk. Just kidding, Bob. It's a table. I don't care about rules. Hi, what's your name? How are you? How's your life? Oh, you got a man. Are you in love? If so, a type. Is it just platonic, strictly just as friends, or the type that ties you two together till tomorrow's end? If it is, disregard every time I call you pretty. Though it's meant sincerely, it's just my imagination drifting. Brush me off like the dirt on Jay-Z's shoulder, so I fall to ground, collect myself, and get ready to take over your heart. Or at least your spare time. And I love the thought of being with you. Or maybe it's the thought of not being so alone. The second one's way sadder than the first one, but I don't know. I love the thought of being with you. Or maybe it's the thought of not being so alone. Man, I really love being loved, but I also really love not crying on the... We should go get a cup of coffee.
Okay, so yeah, the lyrics of the song, he starts out, hi, how are you, what's your name, how's your life, oh, you got a man, oh, you're in love, so type. And that's very representative of, like, I don't know, I can't remember the last time, like, everything these days goes down in the DMs, which I'm not a fan of. I'm not a huge fan of social media. Don't have an Instagram, don't have a Facebook, none of that shit. So my main interaction with social media is through like YouTube and Twitch and shit like that. But yeah, the like awkwardness and the cringiness of him like asking those questions, it just, I felt empathetic towards that, because it's definitely weird walking up to a woman these days and being like, hey, I just saw you across the room, and I was just wondering if you had a boyfriend, if maybe we could go get some coffee or something like that. Like, I've tried it. I assure you, I have tried it, and it just does not fly anymore. I don't know why. It is the weirdest thing, I swear to God. But it just doesn't really, or maybe it's the demographic that I'm around. Maybe it's the geography of where I live. I don't know. But just in my experience, that sort of thing just doesn't hit off the way it used to. But yeah, the awkwardness of it, and just the way he transitions that into talking about how he talking to some person saying, I love the thought of being with you, and then he reconsiders and he's like, or maybe it's the thought of not being so alone. Like, that's a tough one, bro. Because when you're lonely, you do some dumb shit, and you ignore red flags when you shouldn't, and stuff like that. So it's hard to know if you with that toxic person, if you with them because you really care about them, or because if you scared to be alone. And I've definitely been there. Jeez Louise, have I been there. But no, this was just a really introspective song for me. We gonna examine it more as the song continues, but in that verse he was definitely talking to a girl and getting basically rejected. She says she's got a man. So, and he's like, are you in love? You know what I'm saying? Which, you know, it comes out kind of desperate. Like, if a girl says she got a man, you know, that's a wrap for me. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. Times is tough out here. But we're going to continue with the song. Let's get it. This is great.
So alone, man. I really love being loved, but I also really love not crying on the. We should go get a cup of coffee, and I'll act friendly, and I won't pull any stunts. But I'm a freaking stunt puller from birth, so I don't know what to tell you if I try to confess my love for scones. I just want to tell you real quick, please. Shh. I love these scones. Just the diversity between the selection, the raspberry, the.
Okay, this part I could definitely relate to. Because we've all been there where, you know, you've been dealing with somebody. This is like him actually out with a girl. The way it seems to me is that he's out with a girl and they're at like a coffee shop or whatever, and they've been doing that regularly or something, or they've done it at this point. They've been seeing each other, and he gets to the point where he's about to say, I love XYZ, and then he quickly at the last second changes that to, I love these scones, because it became so he became so hyper aware of this, how awkward that is to just dump on somebody, especially in that casual setting. So yeah, I've definitely experienced a longing for a person to the point where in my youth and my naivete I had thought that it was love, but it may have been another organ speaking, and the heaviness of it may have convinced me that it was more than what it was, because love and lust are very different things, but they're very easy to confuse when you're young and you don't know what things like compromise and mutual assuredness and things like that are, security, that sort of thing. So yeah, very, very awkward moment, but it's a very real moment, and that's what made me highlight that particular verse, because you can see it. He was about to confess his love over coffee, and then he changes it to, I love the scones, the diversity between the selection and shit. It's just really funny because, like I said, this is all relatable to me. Excuse me. Oh, to be young again. Oh man, here we go.
Scones! I just want to tell you real quick, please. Shh. I love these scones. Just the diversity between the selection, the raspberry, the blueberry, the strawberry, pumpkin, even, which is basically a fucking squash. How you gonna make a scone out of a freaking squash? It blows my mind! Oh man! But what were you talking about? I'm so sorry to interrupt. Oh yeah, your boyfriend made you mad the other day? What was he saying? What was he talking about? Oh my god, that's crazy. What do I think? Let me think about it. He was being mean at that time, but I'm sure he's gonna turn around at some point. And I love the thought of being with you, or maybe it's the thought of not being so alone. I really love being loved, but also really love not crying on the phone, man. I love the thought of being with you, or maybe it's the thought of not being so alone. I don't know. The second one's way sadder than the first one, but I don't know. What's up? Yeah, what's going on? Oh yeah, she told me a lot about you. Yeah, It's so great that you're doing all of those things.
Oh god.
You should keep doing all of them, I think. Oh yeah, my name's Hobo Johnson. I'm a rapper. I'm actually not a rapper. I like to say I'm a musician. I play guitar sometimes too, just not as good as Derek. It doesn't matter, but she is like the nicest person I've ever met in my whole life, and I'm sure you know because you sleep next to her every night, and you guys just probably cuddle and kiss or whatever. But she, you know, she's just so sweet, and she cared about me a lot when no one else cared about me, and I think that's really nice. You know, she's just a peach. She's a peach. Scone. She's a peach scone, Bob. And
Okay, so this part, we've already gone through the part of the first verse where he approaches the girl. He gets told she has a boyfriend, and assumedly they continue seeing each other, but like he's just on some like, dudes do this thing sometimes where we think we can friend our way into being a boyfriend, but you learn over time that once you're a friend, you stay a friend. You may become some weird shit like friend with benefits, but chances are if you become a friend to a girl, then she's not looking at you in that way, and that's just the reality of it. But in this particular instance, it seems as though like he played that particular card because he's like, oh, your boyfriend made you mad the other day? What was he saying? What was he talking about? What was he doing? Oh, I'm sure he's being mean at that time, but I'm sure he's gonna turn around at some point. Like, I don't know. It's like it's very confusing because in his last verse, he's definitely confronting the boyfriend as the friend, like basically telling him like, yeah, you should keep doing all that stuff for her because, you know, I've been a friend for a long time and I just don't want her to get hurt. But really, he's in love with her, and it's just a really, it's really awkward. It's cringe to the point that it makes it feel real. Because we've all done cringe shit. I don't care. I've done cringe shit in my life. Maybe me making this video is cringe shit. I don't know. I don't really care because I like this band. But we've all done cringe shit in our lives. So, you know, I can't really fault them for, you know, trying to play the long friend game. But that just doesn't work. Chances are, bro, if she looks at you as a friend, she's looking elsewhere for more than friends. But yeah, I just think this is a really interesting human experience piece because this is some guy's actual experience. You know what I'm saying? And it's tough to watch. It's tough to like hear him like despair over whether he's in love with this chick or if he's just really scared of being alone and stuff like that. And now he's like sort of like hounding the boyfriend, which I guess his name is Bob, so that's hilarious because he's been talking to Bob since the beginning of the song. So I guess he's, I don't know, this overarching narrative has been about Bob. I don't know, but yeah, the song is just, it's another song that I do. I listen to it in the car, but most of the time with the windows rolled up because they be shouting a lot of shit. But we gonna continue. Sorry about the talking. You know me, I do that.
she's a peach scone, Bob.
He said she's a peach scone.
And I love the thought of being with her. I just really hope that she doesn't get hurt, man. They say it takes 2 years to come back down to earth from that lovely place that you've been. I heard it's so nice. I heard it's so nice. Good for you. I'm glad. And if you find someone that really loves you for who you are, keep being with them, man. Because that's what matters in this life, Bob. Thank you.
That is what matters in this life. If you find somebody that loves you for who you are, just keep being with them, man, because that's what really matters. And thank you. You know, he said thank you, and I'm saying thank you if you made it this far in this video, because this has been a real experience for me. I didn't know how I would feel reacting to Hobo Johnson live on stream, but now that it's over with, I'm glad I shared that piece of me with you guys. You can definitely let me know what you thought of Hobo Johnson down in the comments if you already are a fan of Hobo Johnson, or if you've never heard of them before and never will listen to them again and are mad at me for playing them. You can also let me know that down in the comments. But I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you made it this far in the video, I sure should appreciate the shit out of you, and I would appreciate you just the tiniest bit more. It's not possible, but just the tiniest bit more if you could go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps. The community is growing, and I appreciate the shit out of every one of you 410 renegades, gamer heads, and anime nerds that are subscribed right now. But for now, I want you guys to have a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. Check out one of these videos over here, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, stay safe, Stay frosty. I'll catch you on the flip side. Actual out.